I'm on a mission to help 6 real people out of real situations in real time. We are helping right now a lady named Maddie who wrote me an email a couple of months ago. We just got back from a trip. In that episode last week, you guys saw who she was, why she's in the situation she's in, and why she needs help. When she wrote her original email, I knew I needed to help her. But it wasn't until I got back from LA that I knew how.
Before he left, he said, the next time we get together, he said, I'm gonna have a plan for you. I'm gonna have a plan for you.
The most common question I get when people are starting in real estate is, where do I get started? And the answer is, it depends on who you are. And when I look at somebody like Maddie, I say, Maddie, you have nothing, you have no experience, you have no money, you have no credibility. Meanwhile, there's other people that have been in real estate for 30 years that come to me and say, how do I get started in RV parks and mobile home parks? I'm not giving them the same answer. And so when I dissected Maddie's situation and the path that she needed to follow to the fastest check, I realized she needed to be in the today money category, right? You've got today, tomorrow, and forever money. I buy an asset, it cash flows every single month. That's forever money. I go do a fix and flip. That's going to be some tomorrow money. I might get that in 3, 6, or 9 months. But what I need right now for Maddie is a check. She also told me she has not had a single dollar in her bank account for over 4 years. This lady needs today money. And she needs today money in a way that literally requires no cash, no license, no cold calling. And so I chose something called bird dogging. And what bird dogging is, very simply put, is you're playing the middleman between the real estate agent and the buyer. And you are literally getting a deal that's already under contract and bringing that address to the person that's ready to buy it. It's very simple. If you look at it in Instacart terms, for example, I, the buyer, tell the bird dog, Instacart, I'd like to get some eggs. Please go and get those eggs and bring them to me. Instacart did not buy the eggs, create the eggs. They just went and got them and brought them to the buyer. In real estate, that position, the Instacart position, is called the bird dog. I tell that bird dog what I'm looking for. A 3-bed, 2-bath house in Tempe, Arizona for this much money, and I want to flip it for this much. Go find somebody that has a deal similar to that. So Maddie, she's going to go put in the work. She's going to get my buy box, what I'm looking for, what kind of eggs I want. She's going to then go to the supermarket where deals exist, and she's going to bring those eggs to me so I can actually do something with them. Bird dogging is by far the simplest and easiest way to jump into real estate. However, there are some drawbacks, and so we will focus on bird dogging in the beginning. We will then jump into a different strategy later down the road, because bird dogging is not going to give her assets. Bird dogging is not going to give her large chunks of money. Bird dogging is going to get her started, get her momentum, and put money in the bank.
So that next time we met up was here at the office, and he was laying everything out on the whiteboard.
So let's talk about how we find wholesalers real quick. Okay. You'll want to make a list, because this is actually, this is now going to start being your role, your responsibility.
And so telling me like step by step how we're going to do this and get me out of my situation and teach me like different things about real estate. But it's like a process. It's a process. So I'm starting from ground zero.
And I told her rules. Rule number 1, rule number 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, step number 5.
Okay.
You're gonna want feedback.
Okay.
On each property. And I said, if you break these, you're gonna come back to me and go, I'm not having luck or I'm not having success. And I'm gonna remind you of these rules. I'm gonna remind you of the game plan. Stick to the freaking game plan. And so the first game plan is for her to find me a deal that's already under contract.
I'm gonna learn, start out bird dogging. So right now, it's one buyer, just one buyer, and then just networking and not try to make the mistakes that others made in the past, trying to work with this buyer, that buyer, find deals for this one, find deals for that one.
I teach all types of real estate. I'm just teaching you bird dogging because this is a good fit for you right now. There's a bunch of things like the Orbit program, wedge method, all sorts of things that I haven't even taught you yet that are so good even for you, but I'm not going to teach them to you because I just want to focus on bird dogging right now.
Me too. Just stay focused for right now, and then as I guess as I learn more in doing deals and get used to everything, then I can like take on maybe another buyer, you know, just Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
And the thing I kept coming to is like, how the hell am I going to get this lady out of the shelter but not burden her with monthly bills? Because she's 59. Like, I need to get her financially free in 30 days.
Well, currently I live in a shelter. It's a 90-day program. It's a 90-day program. My 90 days are coming up. So they want you to position yourself to have somewhere to go within those 90 days. It could be sooner, it could be later. Like some people, they're past their 90 days. So once you're past your 90 days, they really start putting pressure on you. They start putting pressure on you. If the pressure is on, you have to do what you have to do until you can do better, right? And that's why I'm trying to really get a hold of and get this thing down to a science with bird dogging so I can start making money.
How do you do that in 30 days?
So what's step one?
So step one is I need to teach you how to go and create active income at the drop of a hat. The active income means I go do an activity, right? An activity, active income, creates money into my pocket. So I go flip burgers at In-N-Out, I'm actively earning an income, versus passive income would be I own a thing and it spits out a check every single month. Whether I go there or not, do anything or not, I get that passive income. Well, if I build passive income for her, which would be rental, portfolio, etc., I'm now building a requirement for management, systems, processes, potentially people. 59 years old, no experience, I can't put that on her plate. So I said, we need to create active income that requires no experience, no license, nothing, zero, zilch, nada. And then I need to create some other steps along the way that ease you into some bigger things, show you what's possible. So the first one, very obvious, this is like 99% of people on the planet should start here, is let's get you bird dogging. Let's get you finding people that already have contracts, SubTo students, go to them and bring me deals. She thought this was so easy. She thought it was so easy. This is the funniest freaking thing ever. She goes, there's no way it's that easy.
Well, right now, as it stands now, I don't have any income. So if I can do a deal and get paid $5,000, I have income, which will encourage me to keep the ball rolling, keep going, find another deal and another deal. Learning how to bird dog was the first thing. Learning what to do and what not to do, right? Just start out, keep it simple, one buyer to find deals for. And then after that, he said, we're gonna learn creative finance and how to get these things that I need to be effective.
What I'm doing on her fifth deal, now she knows how to find where deals are coming from. She knows how to do this. It doesn't cost her any money. She's gonna find me a SubTo deal here in Phoenix, Arizona that can be converted into an 8-bedroom shared housing property. So we can rent it out by the room. And I'm gonna give her a decision. Maddie, we got the deal, it's renovated. Do you want a finder's fee and get today money? Or do you want 1/8 ownership in this property? And if she chooses 1/8 ownership in the property, guess what she gets? She gets a free room, utilities, internet, cleaning, landscape, everything taken care of for her because the other 7 tenants are paying all the bills. She now has a free place to live for the rest of her life. She never has to worry about shelter or cleaning or laundry or having a kitchen. She literally has her own dedicated room for the rest of her life. And I can get this lady for the first time in her life to buy a piece of property, get off the streets. Think about that. Like, how many people do we have on the streets? We have 650,000 people in America living on the streets. Cool. But think about how many people are living in 1-bedroom apartments and can barely afford those 1-bedroom apartments. Like, if I could show you how to go buy a SubTo deal and get 1 room for free and save up money to get a bigger one and save up money to get a bigger one and so on and so forth. Like, if I could do it with Maddie and I could get her free room and board for the rest of her life. And so when I told her this, she's like, you're serious? I'm like, yeah, I could get there in 30 days. I could literally get you a house in 30 days that you could live in for free for the rest of your life. She's like, that's not possible.
Because I thought that's how I started watching Pace, because I was like, this is too good to be true. He makes it seem so easy. He keeps saying anybody can do it, and I really wanted to know, like, not that he wasn't telling the truth, but I wanted to know, like, if it's that easy, I can do it.
She didn't think I was telling the truth. The truth of how freaking easy this is. She thought I was full of crap. So what I did is I told her, do you want to go to a house that somebody just bird dogged to me and made 10 grand for about 3 hours worth of work? She's like, yes. I go, perfect. So I get Kelly Humbarger, who had just got paid 10 grand. She's a SubTo student, just got paid 10 grand bringing me a deal. And I go, let's go meet Kelly. And you can talk to Kelly and ask Kelly, is this real?
So you worked the deal yourself?
I did. I absolutely did.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So did you have somebody you could just kind of run the deal by?
Yes. So I was definitely nervous because it was my first home purchase. So I leaned on the people in my community. I have like a close circle of friends that I work with, and we just talked to numbers, but I was the one that actually went and like negotiated the deal down.
And then I, as the middle person, in order for me to like earn that fee, I was the one that was middlemaning that, right? I didn't want her to have to talk to the wholesaler at all. I wanted to be responsible for having those conversations with Steve about coming down on the price. So in my mind, that's how I earned that $10,000, right?
And she meets Kelly and she's like, we need to get to work right now. We need to get to work. This is, oh my gosh. And she's picking Kelly's brain apart, asking her every question you could even imagine. Is it really? Was Pace lying to you? Oh my gosh, how fast was it? And Kelly's like, no, dude, it really is as simple as Pace says it is. And we wrap up while we're at the house, and she looks over to me, she goes, can we get to work right now? And so that third day we hung out, we started calling wholesalers to build a supplier list for her. So I went into the free Facebook group where all the SubTo students are posting their deals, and I go into the Facebook group, we're gonna type in the word Arizona. And anybody that's posted an Arizona deal, we're gonna reach out to them and build a relationship with them and say, send me all your deals, I have a quality buyer. And she's like, that's all we have to do? I go, that's all we have to do?
What Pace showed me how to do was like post in groups, say who I am, what I'm looking for, that I have a buyer, and this is what I'm looking for. This is what my buyer is looking for. If you have any deals, then I signed up to be on people's buyers list that could possibly send me deals. So that was the next step. So that's how I actually started having people send me deals, is to post in groups, get on buyers lists, get on the list and reach out to them and say, hey, if you have any inventory or if you have any deals you can send me, this is my information. So that's how people started sending me deals. I get myself started at 9 o'clock. And then if there's action going on, I don't stop until it stops. Like if they stop sending me deals, I stop submitting. But in the process, I'm still looking for other people that can send me deals. So once that stops, then I start reaching out again and networking. So then I spend time trying to network.
She's trying to overcomplicate something that's so simple. So that's number one. She kept asking questions that were not even appropriate to the strategy. And then she, even a couple of days after I taught her how to go find the supplier, because I'm her buyer. So step number one was start with the buyer. Step number two is let's go find suppliers. The suppliers are wholesalers or real estate agents who already have houses under contract that they're wanting to sell the contract. What she started doing, she started calling sellers.
You didn't tell her to do that?
No, I told her specifically not to do that. And so what was she doing is she goes into the free Facebook group and she starts seeing people going, hey, I need help with a lead. Anybody want to call this seller for me? She's like, I'll do that. Where she was screwing up is that she was getting bored. And so she started creating new lanes to keep her brain occupied. And I do this too. It's like, oh, I don't want to keep doing this 12 hours a day. Let me create 12 things I do an hour a day. And so she was creating a secondary lane thinking that it wasn't going to cause any harm. I'm like, Maddie, it's causing all the harm. Stop it. Drop it. Maddie, you want a deal. You want success. Let me tell you what you're doing right now. You're sabotaging yourself. Do you believe you're worthy of this? Because I find that most people that are not taking action actually have a worthiness issue in their brain of like, I'm not worthy of this. I don't even know what my life would look like if I did have an extra 50 grand in my pocket. I wouldn't know what my life looked like without a rental or with a rental in my portfolio. What does that look like? So what they do is their limbic system prevents them and throws up walls and makes them not take any action. So I told her little bit, little bit, little bit. I told her inch by inch is a cinch, yard by yard is hard. And she's like, that's good. She writes it down. So she'll text me from time to time and go, inch by inch is a cinch. So she's on track. And I don't know what she's doing in her free time because I don't see her every day. In fact, I promised myself I could do this with Maddie, spending less than 2 hours a week with her, which is a bold promise for somebody else watching this going, oh, but you're spending every day with her. No, I'm literally out. I've allocated on average 2 hours a week to this lady. That's it.
Now rats can shine, jokers got silver lining, Holy Mary sings songs in the wet rain, walk ahead. Now every new day's a new firearm to my teeth, call me a liar, building as you rip, someone show me someone living up desire.
All right, this week, as you know, we just gave her the game plan. It's kind of like handing somebody a candle. It cannot be lit unless you have that spark, that fire, and that is the action she needs to take forward this week and light that candle. So many people, I think, watch the game plan that I give on YouTube over thousands of videos and thousands of hours. What's gonna be fun about this journey is all of the recordings and all of the things we get to watch Maddie actually do or not do. The fear I have is that we gave her the game plan and we even told her where the lighter is and she just won't take action. That's my biggest fear. My fear is that she is like so many other people watching YouTube, that 99% of people watch it, they get inspired, and then 2 weeks later, they're right back in the same rut they were in before. We don't know what's gonna happen, so we've got to follow along and see that in next episode. Now, here's the downfall to making these videos. The biggest downfall is we have so much content that is chronologically organized in a way that you probably all want to see it. The reality is you are missing something from only watching the YouTube channel. And so we are documenting her journey and 5 other people's journey, which we have not selected yet. We are documenting a total of 6 people's journey through a book. The book can be picked up pre-order pacesnextbook.com. In that book, not only will that book get you an actual copy of a book, it will give you a game plan for yourself. It will give you all the video content that we could not show on YouTube. So as that content is created, it will be released to you. So think about this. This next week, as Maddie is taking action, all of that video footage, even though not all of it will make it on the YouTube channel, buying or pre-ordering the book will give you access to all of those videos. Now, I'm not making money from this. We are donating any proceeds of this book to Family Promise. And when we're done with this book, I'm gonna show people the financials and say, here's the thousands and thousands of dollars that we donated to Family Promise. So when you pre-order this book, know that this is not capitalism. This is us trying to change the world. And make sure you give Maddie some love in the comments down below because she's gonna need it this week as she takes action and she tries to apply that spark to all the information we gave her, the game plan that we gave her, the step by step, but I can't take the action for her. She has to take this action this week. So give her some love down below so she can see it in real time. She can be encouraged that you guys are watching her journey. And more importantly, if this is inspiring you because you realize this is not about a homeless person, but this is about obstacles being overcame, make a comment down below and let Maddie know. Please share this with your friends and your family members, people that you know are trying to get into real estate, that if this lady can do this, they can do it too. Share it with them and say, look, follow along with this lady's journey. It's being done in real time. And don't forget, if you pre-order that book, it goes to charity. We give you the video footage that cannot be put on YouTube, and you, of course, get a book with it. So pacesnextbook.com. Guys, we will see you in next week's episode. We'll see if Maddie actually took the action, or if she's like other people watching on YouTube. I watch it, I get inspired, and then I do nothing with it. We'll find out in next week's episode.